My child, listen to my voice in this moment when your thoughts are silent and your heart seeks answers the world cannot offer. Do not ignore this message. You did not receive it by chance. This is the beginning of a new cycle, the unfolding of days that will carry within them revelations, challenges, and above all, promises. Many rush into a new month without realizing that as time turns, the invisible is moving. But I, your Father, the one who formed you in the womb even before you knew who you were, I'm here now to tell you, in this new season, there will be changes around you. And even if the winds blow unexpectedly, even if the voices around you try to confuse you, even if you feel loneliness quietly approaching, remember with all your soul, I am with you. You are not a loose leaf carried by the seasons. You are my masterpiece, planted with purpose, watered with eternal promises. And even though your eyes do not yet see the fruit, my hands have not stopped working. Throughout the coming days of this month, I will be your support. When everything seems uncertain, I will be your refuge. When the storm forms on the horizon, and when the world seems too quiet and your emotions cry out for answers, remember to look within and listen with your spirit. I am speaking, I am watching over you, I am guiding you. Because even before you walk any new path, I have already been there. Before you cry in silence, I have already prepared the comfort. Before doubt surrounds you, I have already written the certainty with my word. Beloved son, precious daughter, do not fear the changes. Do not be alarmed by what begins to move around you. Every transition I allow carries direction within it. You were not created for stagnation, but for growth, even when it comes through pain. I allow some structures to collapse so that new foundations may be laid upon the eternal rock. When you feel like you're losing control, remember, you were never alone in the journey. It was I who guided you, even when you planned your own paths. It was my hand that protected you from cliffs you never even saw. So do not fear when I change your plans. There are things that needed to be moved, there are doors that needed to be closed, and there are voices that needed to fall silent so you could hear me more clearly. In this new month, I do not promise the absence of conflict, but I do promise victory in each one. I do not promise everything will be easy, but I assure you, nothing will be in vain. Your journey, even when it seems ordinary, is full of signs from heaven. Pay attention, every detail carries my touch. Every step you take, no matter how timid, if it's grounded in me, will lead you toward the fulfillment of what I have promised. I am your God, the same one who opened the sea, who sustained the prophets in the desert, who turned the lion's den into a place of liberation, not death. And this same God is with you now, at this very moment. My eyes never close, my ears are never distracted, and my love never changes. It is constant, eternal, personal, and it is yours. So, my son, my daughter, when loneliness knocks at the door at the start of this month, do not receive it as an enemy. See it as an opportunity to hear me without distractions. When people seem distant, when your surroundings shift and everything seems to be moving except your peace, do not despair. Instead, seek me. Because in those moments of apparent silence, I am drawing you closer to my heart. Sometimes the world's noise must be silenced so that you learn to recognize the sound of my voice. And when you recognize it, nothing else will confuse you, not anxiety, not fear, not the future. I am the one who will never leave you. This is not just a beautiful phrase. It is an eternal covenant. You have been sealed with promises greater than your fears. And in the coming days, I will allow you to clearly see what was once hidden. You will understand why some prayers seemed unanswered. You will understand why some paths had to be blocked. Because my thoughts are higher than yours, and my plans are perfect, even when they seem invisible. I know what I'm doing, and in every detail, my love is sculpting you from within. Son, daughter, cling tightly to me. Do not rely on your emotions, they waver. Do not trust your resources, they run out. Do not lean on human certainty, it is limited. Hold on to me, your eternal refuge, your unbreakable strength, your infallible guide. When I lead you, even the darkest valley becomes fertile ground for your faith. And when you trust in me, even if you cannot yet see the whole picture, you walk with confidence because you know each step is directed from heaven. And now I say to you, with all the authority of heaven, there will be restoration, there will be a new beginning, there will be comfort, there will be answers. Because I did not bring you this far to abandon you midway. I formed you to endure, I chose you to overcome, and even when your strength is failing, mine is perfected in your weakness. You don't have to pretend everything is okay, just rest in me. I will be your voice when you have no words. I will be your ground when everything seems to collapse. and I will be your morning when today feels too heavy. Stay alert to the signs I will send throughout this month. They won't arrive wrapped in obvious clarity nor announced with trumpets or fanfare. They will come quietly, like morning dew settling on details the world ignores. But the eyes of the Spirit can discern them. It may be a simple word someone speaks to you, but it will touch your heart like an ancient answer. It may be an unexpected encounter, a look full of compassion, or an act of kindness that lights a flame in the chaos. It may come through a memory you thought forgotten, now returning like a key, unlocking inner doors that were closed for years. It may be a vivid dream that makes you wake up feeling like we spoke. There, amidst mystery and revelation, I will speak to you through channels only a watchful heart will recognize. And when I speak, even without sound, you will know it is me. Because my presence cannot be explained, it is felt. It enters like light where there was once shadow, calms what was restless, wraps like an invisible but unmistakably real embrace you'll never want to let go of. And in that sacred touch you will understand you were never alone. You will realize that even in the darkest hours when everything seems out of place, something within you remains standing, and that something is not your strength. It is my spirit dwelling in you. It is the divine breath I placed in your chest when I formed you, and it will never be extinguished, no matter the winds of the world. When everyone else gives up, you will remain. When everything falls apart, you will endure. Because within you is a spark of eternity, a mark of the promise, a seal from heaven that says, "This is my son, this is my daughter, and I will never abandon them." I'm your anchor when everything trembles. I'm the silence that calms when the voices shout. I'm the certainty that remains when all other certainties fade. And this month I will teach you to live not by what you see, but by what I tell you. Because the faith I give you transcends logic, and the hope I pour into you endures every winter. So finally, my child, I ask only this: remain in me. Do not leave the secret place, that space between you and me where no distraction enters, where no mask is needed, where your soul rests bare and true before my all-seeing, all-understanding, all-loving gaze. Do not stop seeking my face, even if the world tries to seduce you with shiny shortcuts and empty promises. Do not abandon the altar of your faith for fleeting distractions, and do not let hurry steal the time meant for eternity. Everything you need for this month, all strength, all wisdom, all protection, all direction, is in me. I am the inexhaustible source, the river that never runs dry, the spring that renews your soul day after day. And if you drink of me constantly, if you feed your spirit with my word, if you quiet yourself to hear me, you will be strengthened within, rooted outwardly, and unshakable wherever you go. No matter what changes around you, if you are anchored in me, nothing will knock you down. The waters may rise, the winds may blow, but the house built on the rock remains firm. Now go, step into your days with hope, with courage, with your eyes fixed on me. And as you move forward, carrying my word in your heart, be mindful of this. Not every opportunity will come dressed in light. Some doors will appear attractive, timely, and promising, but they will not be from me. In this season, I am sharpening your discernment so that you may not only know what is good, but what is mine. There will be moments when two paths seem equally open and the voices around you will press you to choose quickly. But I am not a God of pressure, I am a God of peace. When the right path is before you, there will be clarity, not chaos and assurance, not anxiety. Be cautious of voices that echo your fears more than they reflect my truth. Even well-meaning people can project their own limitations onto your calling. You were not created to live by second-hand faith. You are meant to walk intimately with me, hearing directly from my spirit. This month I am drawing a line between comfort and calling. Many stay where it feels safe, but I'm inviting you into what is sacred. Sometimes what is sacred requires stepping into the unfamiliar, trusting me more than your surroundings. Do not confuse stillness with stagnation. In some seasons I will ask you to move, in others I will ask you to wait. Both require obedience. Both require trust. Your job is not to measure the pace, but to stay connected to me at every step. The silence you may feel is not abandonment. It is a holy pause where I am refining your listening. In these quiet spaces, I am teaching you how to distinguish my whisper from the noise of your own thoughts. That distinction will become your compass. As responsibilities rise and expectations increase, protect your time with me like a sacred appointment. Others may demand your energy, but only I restore it. The more time you spend in my presence, the more clearly you will recognize what drains you and what feeds you. I'm not calling you to a busy life, but a purposeful one. Many confuse productivity with fruitfulness, but I look at the heart behind the action. Did you love deeply? Did you obey fully? These are the measures of a life rooted in me. Prepare your home, your heart, and your habits for what I'm about to release. I do not place new wine in old wineskins. The structures that sustained you in the past may not be able to carry what I am bringing. Be willing to change the way you pray, plan, and proceed. Some answers will not come through insight, but through interruption. I will reroute your day unexpectedly, just to show you something eternal. Do not resist these moments. They are me intervening with purpose. Be careful with your words this month. Life and death still rest in the tongue. And in this season, your speech carries unusual weight. A blessing spoken in alignment with me will move mountains. A careless word could delay the very breakthrough you've prayed for. You are not just receiving instruction, you are being entrusted. There are people around you who do not know how to hear me, yet they will recognize my voice through your life. What you carry is not only for you, it's for the world I've placed you in. When temptation comes, it will not appear as danger. It will look like distraction, a subtle compromise, a delay in obedience, a voice that says, it's not that serious, be alert. The cost of spiritual sleep is always greater than it appears at first. Even in your moments of fatigue, remember, the enemy waits for tired souls. He does not knock at your door when you are full of fire, but when you are weary, doubting, or isolated. In those moments, come to me first. Let me strengthen you before you seek relief elsewhere. I am not disappointed in your weakness. I am drawn to it. It is in that space that you allow me to be what I have always longed to be, your strength, your shield, your source. As relationships shift, do not mourn what I remove. I see the hearts you cannot. I know the conversations held in silence, the motives behind the gestures, the intentions behind the words. Trust me when I separate you from connections that once felt like home. Your value is not determined by who stays. It is anchored in who sent you. You're not called to be universally accepted. You're called to be divinely appointed. Those who walk away were never meant to carry the weight of your calling. I'm not only healing your heart, I'm realigning it. Do not underestimate the power of private obedience. Not every act of faith will be seen by others, but I see it all. The battles you win in silence are setting the stage for victories in public. What you do when no one is watching is building something eternal. Be deliberate with your mornings. The first voice you listen to sets the rhythm for your entire day. Before you scroll, before you speak, before you move, speak with me, even if it's just a whisper. I hear every breath. Guard your imagination. What you meditate on will eventually take form. I've given you the mind of Christ, not to entertain fear or fantasy, but to envision what heaven wants to release through your life.